So where was I? Hello everybody, today's video is about the books I read. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't finished them all. Last video I was like very excited to read them all, but there were some that were a little bit tougher to read or very long, or the vocabulary was very hard to understand. The 3 books I read and that I 100% recommend to you are Sappho, Medea, and Antigone. What I like about them is that they have like a sort of connection with ancient Greek culture, which I really enjoy because I'm a fan of ancient Greek mythology and culture and history. If it's ancient Greek, I will buy it. Okay, maybe not buy it, but like, you know what I mean. Medea and Antigone have both one character in common, which was Creon, the king of Thebes. Oh my god, Thebes and Creon. So basically in French is Créon, in Spanish is Créon. Because I read this, I did not read this book in English. I love reading in English, but I'm in Montreal, so it's French or Spanish. Créon, the king of Thebes, is a character that appears both in Medea and in Antigone. And while reading those 2 theater pieces, I was wondering because something happens to Creon in Medea that doesn't happen to him in Antigone. So basically, what in my head I was like, oh, maybe so like Antigone happened before Medea, and I hope it's true, because if it's not, I will look like a freaking fool. Medea took me 10 days to finish, and the reason why is because it was in my tablet, so like I have more difficulty reading, but I couldn't read in nighttime. They had a lot of monologues and it was in Spanish, so there were words I wouldn't understand, but instead of trying to understand the word, I tried to make a correlation with the meaning and the sentence, because I don't want to spend time looking for the word. It would have been nice, but now the goal was for me to finish as many theater pieces as possible. So that's why I didn't take the time to understand. Maybe next time I will read them, I will take more time to understand what they're saying. For Sappho and Antigone, they took me less time. Sappho took me about 2 to 3 days to finish it. It's very easy to read. The book is like squared, and Sappho is a lesbian icon, which was part of the ancient Greek culture. That's a correlation between Medea, Antigone, and Sappho. The 3 of them happen in, well, like they have characters that happen or were alive in the ancient Greek era. Moving on, Sappho, which took me like 2 to 3 days to read it. They were paragraphs, but it was more like poems, and there were a lot of acts. There were short scenes, in my opinion. Like at day and night, they were like, sometimes we talk about Sappho, what happened to her, her history, how she was created, how she was portrayed, how she was a lesbian icon that created a house for women in general. And she will be Sappho if she militates for women and she creates a house for women to keep them safe, and if she's lesbian, of course. It's a pretty interesting theater piece, and I 100% recommend for 2 reasons. One, it's very easy to read, very interesting. You get hooked on the storytelling. And second, it's in Montreal. So if you're from Montreal and you would like to read some lesbian writings, I will 100% recommend that. There is lesbian literature. Oh my god. Help me again.
Literature.
So there is lesbian literature. I never actually took an interest in literature, so for me to discover all these genres is very nice, so I did enjoy it. For Antigone, like I said in my previous video, I really did enjoy it. I think it's because I have like a good memory related to that book. I think teachers will like make you read the piece, but not completely. like they will do monologues and you have to like, I remember me doing one of the monologues, so when I read it I was like I remember this, and it's very iconic monologue. It's like, I don't remember right now, so I'm not gonna cite it. Anyways, so it was very tragic, and I remember that ancient Greek mythology is very tragic. I don't know why I was like, everyone dies. Okay, why? But like, we are told who's gonna die by the beginning, so you already know, and sometimes everyone dies. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but if you don't know Medea, read it and you're gonna be like, what the heck was that? Right now I'm reading A Simple Soldat, which takes place after the Second World War, and it takes place in Montreal. It's a soldier that comes back and it's full of bullshit, like every single man. I'm kidding, I love you guys. He lies, and well, what I saw, he's always lying and causing trouble for her stepmom. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I forgot my books at my mom's house and I have to go somewhere else to work, so I don't have it and I won't have it this weekend, so I cannot read it. We'll have it on Sunday, so hopefully that's where the magic will happen. And the other two books, Tartuffe and this one, and this one, I forgot. I haven't read them yet. Well, Tartuffe, I started it, but there were like so many characters and I was so confused, and I don't see the funny and the silly yet, so I guess I have to have patience. It's something that I need and that I have to work on, so yeah. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you very soon.